Hello everyone, welcome back to Wernolau Farm. The new improved Wernolau Farm, or at least we hope. Yes, I've been quite busy getting everything reset up. It's taken quite a bit of work, quite a few hours, but it's absolutely been worth it. I think I've got everything pretty close, even down to Inca here, who I must have cycled probably, I felt like 60 dogs, it probably wasn't, but it felt like that to get Inca back rather than a random dog, which we didn't want. Yeah, so there are a few changes. We head down. I couldn't. Can we fit through there? Not really. I couldn't put the greenhouse back where we had it. It was something to do with us not owning the land. Although I looked back at our last game save and we never owned the land then, or most of it. So not sure. I fiddled around a bit for half an hour, but I couldn't get it. So it's now here, which I think is better because we can access the pallets if we don't want to sell them straight off. And I think I'm probably going to look into putting another greenhouse next door to it here. And we can use this shed as a warehouse storage if needs be. We can always shut the door when the weather's bad, whatever. For our lettuce or chilies. I think we might do some chilies next in our next tunnel. Yeah, so there's that. We're going to move into December. There's not a lot happening. There's a few contracts, but nothing great. Good thing with the contracts, looks like you get equipment now, and hopefully Noah pays. Our bank balance is about the same. Yeah, we might be sort of £200 up, but we've lost so much on milk. I put the cows in a little bit late, so they're not as old as they was, and we haven't got nearly as much milk. I haven't found a way of getting milk to buy it from anywhere apart from bottled milk, which I didn't want. I'll just rather just take it on the chin. They'll start producing milk and things again soon, but we do still have a little bit. The last episode we bought 12 more cows, I think it was. The herdsman stick now works from. We wasn't able to get the two beef calves out of here, the limousine or whatever they are, but it works now. So I've put them in here. They're not there all lonely. There they are. There's one down there. Yeah, they're in. The bales. Oh, if I forget, in here is where I keep the herdsman stick. Future reference. I can always look back on this. Yeah, so the bales should all be exactly the same. The fertilizer, it should be the same. The herbicide, it might be a full tank, whereas it probably wasn't. But like I say, we've lost out on manure, and there are bits and pieces. We've definitely come in under the balance that we had of things. So I thought that'd be more real. It's more likely to take a loss in farming than a ridiculous gain. So, or in anything in life, I suppose. So yeah, we're not going to be using this cow barn at the moment, but we will eventually. Yeah. So, just talk again. Sorry, just trying to catch you all up. The biogas plant that we owned, I believe we still own, but if we go into the menu, there's our greenhouse. So this is what you get. You already own all the production points, and then before I had the greenhouse, the owned one said something else. Can't remember what that was. But basically, yeah, we own everything, which worried me because if we own everything, how do we sell anything without setting up a sell point? So I almost didn't bother carrying this through and just sticking with the old map we was playing on. But I thought I'll try and sell something, and I sold some grain, I sold some slurry and things like that, and it all works. It just means with the gas plant, we're not making money from it by putting it into the gas plant and selling it off electricity or trying to get a digestate from it or anything like that. It doesn't seem possible to do that. I'm not sure if there'll be another update. If there is, I'm not sure I'll do it again, to be honest. It's been a lot of work, but possibly. Yes, without further ado, let's move into December, see if there's anything floating around. We've got a few things to sell, some oats, some milk, slurry, manure. I'm sure there's probably... Oh, we have the wool, but We probably won't sell that till around May. It seems to be the best time. We have a lot of wool. I've loaded the trailer. Again, with the wool, I've got it as close as possible. And I believe, yes, it should be almost the exact amount of wool that we had before. Just trying to keep it real, trying to be honest about it. You know, it's not easy when you can only get block amounts of things rather than individual numbers of products or money or things like that. So I'll stop waffling. Let's move in to December, I believe. I'm so all over the place with this now. My office desk has just been covered in pieces of paper of what we own and what we don't own. Just been going through the tick lists. So December. Oh, what's going on with the light there? Some sort of weird lighting issue. Anyway, right. Anything in the sales? Oh, if we had something to pull that with. Oh, look at that. Oh, okay. So you need a bed to put on it or a container or something. Something to look at into for the future, though. I like that. I like the colours it's in as well. But yeah, nothing there. Let's feed Inca here, corn dog. There she is. Right. Oh, one contract. Okay, Deadwood. Not really interested in that. Yeah, so as you can see with the milk, it's we left October last time with, I think it was 8,000 something litres, so we're still not up to that point. But it's okay, it doesn't matter. We could put the money back in, I suppose, versus how much milk. We then had to calculate how much is a litre and this the best time year. Blah blah blah. Maybe just take it on the chin. I don't know. We can always do that though. Right. So the pigs again, health really good for what we're giving them. Again, they don't have as much grain as they did before, but we can soon sort that out. The wool is fine, and they're all watered and fed. Okay. Going to try moving to December 2nd. Right, here we are. Ooh, case. If you do start the game yourself on the new game save, you obviously get a lot more land and different equipment. I think you get the case Puma. Yeah. But anywho, yeah, nothing really there I'm that excited about. Let's have a look at the hours. 44 hours to 21 hours. That's nearly towards the end of its sort of best life, really, in the game. So we'll leave that. Let's just check out, see if there's any contracts. A bit of cultivating. Yeah, that's quite a big job, isn't it? I know where that is. All right, we're going to borrow the equipment and we're going to go do some cultivating. We could just keep skipping forward, but we could do with getting some money in and well, we might just play on two months a year. We're just going to skip through the whole winter. You know what Great Britain's like, or Wales, sorry. So that's how it is. Let's make sure we borrow that because we don't have a cultivator. We'll head down to the store. Well, this is quite a beast. What a chunk. I will get it out the gate. Oh, it's the booty shaker. Whoa, it's got some power. Very old school. So I get that nice wide berth. I often keep hearing that telegraph pole or power line, whatever it is. Okay, it's not the fastest, but this is all about low down grunt, isn't it? Power to pull this big cultivator. Oh, this is a versatile, isn't it? Yes. Right, let's bring the map up so we don't go past our field. Yeah, I've got a good idea where that is. definitely got setting this all back up. I've definitely got more familiar with the map. There was a convoy of equipment. Might use it as my thumbnail. Convoy of equipment coming backwards and forwards from the dealership to our farm itself. And thanks for everyone for the help and suggestions on how I would go about setting this up. I don't know if it was the multi-fruit or silo or whatever it is. I think that's what I used. Used it for hay bales and grains and this and that. That was a massive help. And then of course getting rid of the money, the excess money that isn't ours. Someone suggested hiring vehicles. That is exactly what I did. The dealership was full up with the largest case tractors I could find, with all of the every gadget I could get on it, and then just rent. Had to do that a few times, but that paid off. Yeah, so thank you everyone for the suggestions there. I honestly wouldn't have known what to do. I don't think I used government subsidy in the end. I think I just started with a big old whack of money, and the equipment we had on the farm, a lot of it got sold as well, so there was plenty of funds there. I had some next field along. Find the best way in. That looks really tight, doesn't it, down there? Is that an opening? Oh no, we'll trample their crop. Oh, there's no gate, so that's good. Really? Are we cultivating this? Okay. Right, let's get that opened up. Yeah, we'll make a good start on this, and then we might find something else to do and put it on a worker. Just for time-lapse reasons, it can get a little bit long. So let's get some lines. Yep, looks good to me. Go around the headland. Blimey, this would be tricky in real life, wouldn't it? Oh, we're doing a steady 9 miles an hour. Oh, oh, okay, the field stops there. I thought it was the next bit along as well. Crikey. And the rain begins. Well, we shouldn't struggle too much on this beast. Although it is heavier, so I suppose it'd be more likely to get stuck in the ground. But it's got all that pulling power, so we should be fine. Right, I'll put this in a little time lapse, and then we might possibly find something else to do after that. See you then. Okay, I think we're going to put this rest of this on a worker. There's quite a bit to do there. So let's set them off. Well, we'll just let them do it how they figure they want to do it. This will be quite interesting because you remember, if you remember, cultivating contracts were the main ones we were finding weren't paying, or they weren't completing. So this would be interesting to see. Probably should have started with a smaller one really, but anyway. Let's go. And we need to weed. We definitely need to weed. I can see over there our wheat fields are full of weeds. So let's get them weeded, or sprayed, sorry. What have we got in there? Fertilizer, so we'll get rid of that. Then put that in the stores, and then I'm sure we have got some herbicide. If I've been good and put everything back as I found it, I'm sure I have. Try and drop this straight in. We don't need the beacons. Right, and then we want herbicide. There we are. Let's get that out. Yeah, it looks like the canola as well. We haven't got the narrow tyres on. Right, let's fill this up. Oh, don't crash into that. That could have been a costly mistake. And then we'll just lower this, leave this here. We're gonna, we don't have a workshop, so we'll have to head to the store and get these tyres changed onto narrows. I think I might change the number plate while I'm there as well. What have we got currently? Yeah, not very exciting. Okay, I will see you down at the store. Okay, here we are. Oh, I should have had them beacons on. Let's find the wrench. Okay, we'll set up. There we go. I quite like the US design, but we're in the UK. No, looking at the money, we'll just keep it as it is, I think, for now. Good to know we can put a front loader on this, though, if we ever did want to get rid of the Merlot. Yeah, so let's do that. Okay, that looks a lot safer for the crops. Probably don't need the lights. Yeah, so we're not going to make as much money, I don't think, from the gas plant now, which is a bit sad, but well, a bit disappointing. But that's okay, we'll find other ways of making money. We can still sell our slurry and manure and whatnot to the gas plant. At least it's instant cash, I guess. January, I think, is usually the best price for things like that. Well, it's usually the best price for most things. Less soybeans, I think that's June or July. The wool is May, I believe. We could always sell sooner, but I'm not in a huge rush to buy anything at the moment. Seem to be keeping our heads above water. And of course we have our grass field here on, well, what is now on the left, which we were planting with soybeans in April. Got to watch this time. I hope the worker finishes the contract before the clock turns. Right, I suppose we should do a little test to make sure we're not going to destroy the crop. Yes, this field here, when I believe it's, yes, I think it's this field. If you load into the new game save or the new update, you will own that field, and it is full of canola, I think it was. And I want that field, so I was a little bit, oh, should we keep it? But we can't, it's not realistic. Right, let's have a little test on this corner. It seems to be okay. Oh, what a soggy day. Right, let's unfold this. Give it plenty of space. Oh, I didn't change the number plate, damn it. Oh, there'll be another time. Let's get this all going. Yeah, it just made sense to do all the weeding at once. Our grass field's in. That's come up very nice. It's the wrong time of year to cut any grass. Won't be in very good condition, but when it's the right time of year, that should be pretty lush, I think. Oh, my nursery. Just have to clip the hedge here. I do prefer using the sprayer for this rather than the hoe or the weeder. Having said that, when I've used workers on the sprayer, they do seem to miss quite a few little patches when it's herbicide time. But with the hoe, they do an excellent job. Don't know what that's about, really. Weeders I've not had much success with. Sometimes I've had to go over things quite a few times. Not sure why that is. So I try and steer clear of them. Although it would be nice to not have to pay up for herbicide, I suppose. Yeah, just sort of looking to get into January, really. Trying to sell some bits and pieces. The weather should start cheering up a little bit. Towards, well, maybe February, March, I suppose. And we could get all our soybeans in. I'm quite looking forward to that. Right, let's just check in the menu for the weeds. So, a gigantic bit still in the middle there. Not the best light today. The wheat fields look like they'll be a bit easier visually to see where we're at, what we need to do. Seems the work is going quite well on the contract there. That's all good news. Oh, you wouldn't want to be out drilling in that field over there today. Look at it. Absolutely waterlogged. You know, we're getting filthy quite quickly in here. I could have set some lines up, but with the pointy area down the end there where the tree is, it just gets irritating using the lines. Let's have another look here. Why does it jump like that? Yeah, that looks good. Okay, we'll move over to the next one. Yeah, our old grass field just ahead there. Looking forward to getting that all changed up. I'm not sure if we can direct drill over grass. But if not, we'll rent a cultivator. It's not a problem. But yes, between that and our new field that had the corn in, that we bought, I think we purchased that last episode. Between having that and the grass field for soybean, that's when I think we're going to see a turn in profits when we come to sell them. So a little bit of a way off, but we're working in the right direction, I think. Let's have a check. Okay, it's all done. I think at the end of this, I just do a quick check on the animals, make sure they've got everything they need. We might pick up one more small contract if we've got time, whilst the worker finishes that one. And that should bring in a little bit of money for today. As long as the animals are happy, we're doing all right. Property maintenance is quite low. Yeah, so something I obviously couldn't put back as it was the hours on the vehicles and equipment. I would have had to play all the hours that we had played together to get that done. Unless I could have jacked the tractors and things up and had the wheels spinning somehow. That might have done it. But yeah, a lot of work. But we're nearabouts. If I remember rightly, our vehicles didn't have many hours on them anyway. Nothing too bad. So we've lost some places, we've gained a little bit in other places, but I think it generally levels out quite nicely. Right, let's just check in. Okay, a little bit over there. Soggy day. Right, let's have another look. Let's have a butcher's at this. Right, so they're all good. Wonderful. I thought that was our grass field then. So how is there weeds in it? No, that's all of it, I think. How's the worker doing? Judging by that, almost halfway. Oh no, he's over halfway on the contract. I suppose you don't have to complete the whole thing off, obviously. Right, let's pop this away. I would empty it out and put fertiliser in it because it's probably what we'll need next, but you never know, we might take a contract on. Actually, before we put it away, let's see contracts. Deadwood, ploughing, another cultivating. Do we need to, obviously our farm's more important than anything else, just want to have a look at pH fields. Wow, it's psychedelic. Well, I did come out, oh no, I came out in pH, so nitrogen, that's on the grass field, that doesn't matter, we're going to re-drill that, so not a problem. Oh, that's what I want to get. I want to get a direct drill that adds the fertiliser at the same time, so we can keep an eye out on the sales, or aim to purchase one. That would be really helpful, I think. So this field, but yet again, that was our cornfield, and that needs to be drilled, so we'll do it then. Is it worth checking out how much our drill's worth? I think it's at the top. I should know this off by heart now. 45,000. This could be something to aim for, a new drill. And drills. Oh, but we also need to get a planter, don't we, for the soybeans? We can rent that. I do like this one. I use it a lot. I don't think I've done on Let's Play though, so yeah, we could use that. What does it come with? Okay, so we don't need the ridge markers. It seems to come with everything we need. Yeah, so 121. So that's reachable soon, isn't it? And planters. Yeah, these are quite big. So we'd have to cultivate, wouldn't we? Okay, something worth looking into. Well, let's get this put away. See if I can not curve it this time. I've just noticed my front weight's not here. Oh, you know what's happened. I've upgraded the wheels, or upgraded, whatever, downgraded, whatever you want to look at it. Changed them, and the weight has dropped out of the shop, I think. That's okay. We do have another one. Let's pop that on now. But we can pick that up anytime. Right, that's that on. Maybe get the tractor out of the rain. Put it in here. Good, right. Let's have a look at the time. Okay, we have time. Didn't really want to do another cultivating. I've never done deadwood. Help the owner and cut down all the dead trees. Each tree is already marked. You can sell them afterwards. Okay, let's do that. So we don't need a chainsaw then, so we'd borrow that. But if we've only got to cut the trees down, and we're going to lease the vehicle for 200, is it worth just buying a chainsaw? We go and cut down with a chainsaw. Then we've always got a chainsaw, haven't we? Wherever they may be. There we are. I'll probably go with the steel, I think. So I've used that equipment quite a lot in real life. Trusty equipment. So how does this work? Do I have to go and pick it up? Oh, there it is. Okay, great. Where's the contract? Help if I accept the contract first, wouldn't it? We're over here. Well, I was gonna say if it was up by the shop, which I thought it was where it was, we'd go and pick that front weight up. But okay, we'll take. Well, we may as well take the John Deere. Yeah, and I'll see you down at the Deadwood. Okay, this looks like us. Now, I understand, or I think I understand, that we could keep all the, if we didn't submit the contract when we're finished, we could keep all this wood, but we don't have a trailer to put it on. I have no way of transporting it. Especially in the tight lanes, I wouldn't even be able to telehandler it really to a sell point. So we're not going to get to keep it on this one. It's another reason it's worth having at least one more trailer. Our current trailer is loaded with wool, and I'm not doing that again. But we'll get some money for this. This will be the first time I've done this, so I'm quite looking forward to it. So that's 12%. Oh, you can't run with the chainsaw, can you? Makes sense, I suppose. Health and safety. Oh, I'm a little bit annoyed I can't take the wood. I'm sure it's not worth a lot anyway, but anything's better than nothing, isn't it? Alright, we're right on the edge of the wood here. Yeah, I'm not going to cut that down with a torch. One over there. Well, I'm glad I didn't hire the equipment. Now we have a chainsaw. Hopefully I can cut them trees down in between our farm and the what was the cornfield. So where are we at here? I feel like I might have gone the wrong way. Yes, it seems so. Or is that one? No, I think it's all back the other way. Well, it's not a very dense wood, so I should be able to find them. Come on, Noah, where are these trees? There's one. Yep. This is easy money, isn't it? Well, it's easy money when you can find the trees. There are only a few off by the looks of it. There's another one here? No, I don't think so. There. Maybe one more? One or two more? Whoops. Well, there are dead trees, but it's on the edge of the map where I can't get to. So... Ah, is this one? No. I cannot find them. I'm in the red circle, I'm in the zone. It just doesn't look like there's any more dead trees here. Oh no. And I've cut down a perfectly good tree, I feel terrible. I don't know. I'm gonna have to give up. I don't know where they are. I'm sure viewers probably see me run past them. Perhaps, I don't know. So we're leaving the area now. Well, unless I haven't cut them low enough. Perhaps that's it. Let's try and cut them lower. That didn't seem to make any difference. Try another one. See, they're quite low. That's low enough, surely. Okay, well, on that note, I think we're going to leave this one. That's such a shame. Well, we'll collect that, so that was worth it. And I'm going to have to cancel this one. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll leave the episode here, and I'll save here. And then if anyone's got any suggestions, or if anyone's seen the trees whilst I'm running around, please let me know in the comments. Or I'm just being a complete klutz, a complete simpleton. I cannot find them. But yeah, so we'll leave it here. Thank you very much for joining again, especially with the new update. Yeah, and please feel free to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.